Today we will be making our Keith Haring little action figures, is what I kind of like to call them, using positive and negative space like we've been learning for the past couple of weeks. On this one, the figure is created by having the background cut out, and on this one the figure is cut out and was glued onto the red piece. So I'm going to first show you how to make this one with the figure glued onto another piece, and then I'll show you how to make this one if you have the leftover green paper all in one piece. Then you can glue it onto a red piece or whatever color you're using. So the materials we need today are paper, pencil, Sharpie, scissors, and a black oil pastel. For right now I'm going to use yellow and red paper. You want to have two colors that contrast each other, which means that they look like one pops on top of the other. If you were using blue and red, don't contrast as much, but it would still work. But if you were using like blue and purple, that really wouldn't pop. It wouldn't have one color show up a lot more than the other. Okay, so I think I'll do it on my yellow paper first. We first want to draw a simple stick figure. A head, a body, arms, legs. And you want to make those arms and legs be doing something interesting. So my man here is running. I think I want to make this next person maybe with one hand in the air and one hand maybe out to the side. So I'm going to start with a pretty big head, maybe the size of a ping pong ball, with pencil. And then I'm going to draw his body. I might make his legs and a little foot go off to the side. And this leg might be straight with a foot down here. Whatever you want, really. And then I think I'll make his arm go up, little hand. And then maybe this arm off to the side with a hand going in. Something goofy. Once you draw your stick man, you want to give him a bodysuit, like you're making him an astronaut. So, and I'm going to take and do a line around his whole head. Keep the line going. Put it around his whole arm, following my stick figure line. So he's turning into an astronaut. He's putting on a spacesuit. Around his leg and his foot. Keep going. Don't break the line. Keep going. Around his foot, his knee. Staying a little ways away from my line. Keep it going until you connect the line where you started. Okay? So now you have your man, and he just needs to be outlined with Sharpie. So I'm only going to outline, trace over my pencil line for that line that I just made, the one that goes around his body, so you know what to cut out. So once I have my line, I'll be able to cut him out. Okay, no need to erase anything, you'll see why. So I'm going to cut my man out. I'm going to try to cut him out in one piece. So I'll make a quick cut down here, and then from here I'm going to follow the line without breaking it. I'm going to turn my paper when I need to. This is why you don't need to make your man super complicated, because then it'll be hard to cut. So, and if you do this, you'll be able to use your scrap paper for the other part of the project. If you mess up, you won't be able to use that part for part of the project, but it'll still be okay. So now I have my man, and I have the cutout of my man here. So this would be the positive space, and this would be the negative space I cut out, which can turn into positive space, because that's where I cut him out. So notice that he's not too skinny. He was easy to cut out. He's not going to break apart, tear apart, fall apart. Okay, so that's why you need to make him kind of thick when you do the astronaut suit. Also, we don't want to see the pencil lines, so we're going to flip these over. And now we have no pencil lines, which is fantastic. So I have a red piece of paper here, and I have a red piece of paper here. I can stick my red piece of paper underneath this yellow one and underneath this yellow one. And I need to glue both of these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open my glue, turn it over so I have glue on this side where my pencils are. Just give him a few little dots. Dot, dot, dot. Not too big a dot because you want to be able to draw on this right after we glue. You'll see what I mean. I can glue him on. Make sure all of his extremities, like his hands and his feet, are glued down. And now turn this one over. We're going to glue this one on the side that has the pencil lines. A few dots everywhere where it kind of sticks out so it stays. Some little dots. Flip that one over. And line that one up with your edges because it's the same size. And then make sure where we cut it right down there at the bottom that it's connected. Because then it looks like we didn't even cut it down there. This piece needs a little bit of glue. Okay. One way to make it stay is turn it over and gently rub it with one hand. And then usually it stays. Okay, let's go back to the first one we did. We're going to go ahead and draw the outline, like you see here, with black oil pastel because Keith Haring's paintings always had this bold black outline. And then some little movement marks to show that the person is moving. So the movement marks can be straight lines, curved lines, whatever you want to give it a little bit of fun flair. So take your oil pastel and then outline around your person. It might go into the yellow, it might be in the yellow and the red, or it might just be in the red. Either way, you want to give him an outline with this black oil pastel. It really makes him stand out against that background. So I'm getting some on the yellow and on the red. If you have a lot of glue, you won't be able to do this right away. You'll have to wait till it dries. Okay, once you outline them, you can add the little marks however you want. Curved ones, straight ones. Mostly just curved and straight. If I wanted to add more, I could. And then, same thing, you want to outline this one with your oil pastel. They don't have to be the same as the other one. And now you have your little Keith Haring guys.